Hey guys, first regardsman here. I'll be talking about a rapid fire last Fusil build for the sniper class in patch 10.0 Space Marine 2. Now, patch 11.0 is reportedly coming out post November 25th, so just keep that in mind. But for now, the last Fusil is still a top tier weapon, and it will be even better in the upcoming patch because, first of all, the Chaos Spawn headshot multiplier will be fixed, the Vortex Beast headshot multiplier will be fixed, and on top of that, the targeted shot perk will have a lingering effect that might actually be able to be taken advantage of by the rapid fire last Fusil build using the rate of fire variant I'll be building around today. So first up, we have the perk Perpetual Velocity, shots charged 15% faster. Moving here into the perk Adamant Velocity, when your health is below 30%, shots charged 25% faster. This perk, when actually active, makes you shoot ridiculously fast on this weapon. Kind of absurd how fast you actually charge up with this, which is why I think this one might actually be able to take advantage of this short window for the targeted shot, because the main reason they're making the effect of the 75% damage bonus linger for a bit is for weapons like the Instigator Bolt Carbine, especially since it has a new 5-round burst mechanic on the heroic version. So I do wonder if the last Fusil will be able to take advantage of that, which I think it probably will, but we'll see. Next perk here is Headhunter. Headshots deal 10% more damage. Moving here into the perk Perpetual Velocity once again, and the next two perks are Charging Immunity and the perk here Headhunter. Now, the perk down here, Charging Immunity, while charging a shot, you don't lose control from heavy hits. This one can actually help you quite a bit. There are points in time where you'll simply want to shoot a Ravener, Lictor, or Sword Warrior, and without this perk, you will actually just get knocked around, because really, the Sniper class does not have a ton of no knockback all on its own outside of perks like Persistence. So having this does help out a lot, and the next perk here, Instant Health, also helps out a lot, because this one says when your health is below 30%, killing 3 enemies or more with one shot will restore your health by 5%. Killing 3 enemies, even without the beam radius increase, is quite easy, especially versus Tyranids. So this perk can actually trigger a lot more than you'd expect, and honestly, any HP restore in this game is a pretty powerful effect, so I'd like to pick this one up too. And also just like right down the line of where I want to go anyways. So the next perk here, Headhunter, is 10% more damage on headshots, pretty self-explanatory, and the perk down here, Increased Capacity, gives us a maximum ammo reserve increase of 20%. Now this perk may not seem that important, but you pretty much always should pick this up, because without this perk, you will only get 1 shot back on every versatile precision trigger rather than 2. So this perk says performing a kill with your secondary weapon restores 15% of your primary weapon's ammo. Cooldown is 15 seconds. So without that increased capacity, you will not hit the breakpoint for 2 shots, so make sure to pick this one up. You will seriously struggle for shots without it, because unfortunately, every single last Fusil is very ammo hungry, even with all the ammo efficiency perks, and picking this one up definitely solves a little bit of that issue. Final perk here is Recoupment. Killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a headshot with this weapon will restore 1 armor segment. Cooldown is 15 seconds. This perk is super underrated. Getting armor back on a headshot kill is actually very useful, because there are times, especially on this build, you just simply one-shot a Tyranid Warrior or like a Rubric Marine or something. So having that armor back to avoid chip damage is just very powerful for damage mitigation, and this perk is on a ton of guns in this game. It's pretty much good on all of them. And that's pretty much all there is for the last Fusil perk tree. Now for my secondary weapon selection, I do take the Heroic Bolt Pistol. The 3-round burst mechanic here really helps a ton with triggering our signature perk over here, Consecutive Execution. Performing 3 consecutive headshots will restore equipment charge by 1. Cooldown is 30 seconds. Every single burst fire shot will actually count for one of the consecutive headshots, so super easy to trigger this perk. Great synergy, and the last Fusil is not horrible at triggering this, but this pistol here is just way better. Now for the perk tree on this, I just build all the way down the top tree. This gun has a pretty simple perk tree. Most of it's just like Headhunter, Gunstrike Reload, and stuff like that. But the most important perk is by far Elite Hunter. After killing a Majoris level or higher enemy with a melee weapon, headshots deal 50% more damage for 10 seconds. This perk will trigger off a finisher, not just a melee kill, but to actually trigger the effect, you do have to have the weapon equipped, and if you swap off of the weapon before the 10 seconds are up, you will lose the effect entirely. So just keep that in mind. And the final perks here are Headhunter, the perk Extended Magazine, and of course Divine Might. That's pretty much all there is for the secondary. Now for my melee weapon selection, I do once again take the Block Knife. The Block Knife is just very strong for Shadow Stab and things like that. The range damage reduction helps a ton, and getting armor restore on a sniper is quite valuable because of perk effects like Conviction over here. When your armor is fully depleted, you take 25% less health damage for 15 seconds. This is actually the longest lasting Conviction in the entire game, so getting back that armor is actually quite easy in this time frame. And for the Block Knife especially, the perk tree really benefits from heavy attacks, things like kinetic energy, things things like Shadow Stab, and also the perk up here, Shoulder Bash. Replace distance stab with Shoulder Bash while evading / sprinting. Tap the attack button to quickly perform an area effect forward attack. This replaces the terrible lunging attack of the standard knife. This one is far better for recovery, and overall, I just hate taking the knife without this perk at this point, so Shoulder Bash is great. And the final perk here, Extremis Slayer, I find far more valuable than the perk up here, Terminus Slayer, because in the game, usually you're finding more usually you're finding more Extremis than you're finding Terminus, so this perk just comes into effect a lot more often. But really, all knives are built the same for the most part, and this one is no different. Now for our perk tree here, I do start off with Melee Mastery first. Melee damage increases by 20% against Majora's level and higher enemies. We are taking a block knife, so it actually benefits from this quite a bit. Though I will say the perk Block Break is not terrible. 50% of your damage through block stances is actually pretty helpful versus the Sword Warriors at times. But unfortunately, unlike a Bolt Sniper, you don't actually have like a Cleaving Fire perk on the last Fusil, so you can't get up to like 75%, you'll get to 50, which kind of sucks, but if you want to take this, you definitely could. Next perk here is Adaptability. Reloading while having low ammo or manually activating Camo Cloak increases melee damage by 25% for 10 seconds. A 25% damage buff to your melee attacks for 10 seconds is a pretty large damage boost for a very long uptime on something you do all the time, which is for Camo Cloak. Now, I've taken High Capacity on the run, I'll actually showcase later, but this doesn't really do a ton for you on this build. You get like one extra shot. It doesn't help you hit any breakpoints to get like more ammo off of Versatile Precision, but either way, you could definitely pick this one up if you wanted to. Next perk here is Lethal Efficiency. Killing more than one enemy with one shot from your last Fusil restores its charge by 1. Now, we take this perk because, first of all, ammo economy. Second of all, there is literally no other perk in this tree that does anything for us, because this one is the only one that affects the last Fusil, and all of these are weapon specific for like whatever reason. For some reason, Saber Interactive decided to put in weapon specific perks in the actual core perk tree, which is pretty fucking stupid if you ask me. That's just the way this game is for now. Next perk here is Marksmanship. Headshot damage increases by 10% for all squad members. This perk is actually pretty good. I do like it quite a bit. I will say though, obviously Squad Renewal is better, but today I want to go for like max damage, that's why I'm picking this one up. This perk here will be buffed next patch. I'll probably talk about that a bit more in the future, but for now, I'm taking this. Next perk here is Renewal. A headshot kill restores Camo Cloak's charge by 15%. You know, if you're not taking Squad Renewal, definitely pick this one up, because otherwise your Camo Cloak will simply suffer horribly. If you want to take the perfect Squad Renewal Purification combo, you always can, but I'm picking this one. Next perk here is Targeted Shot. The first range attack that breaks Camo Cloak deals 75% more damage. This just helps you with bosses, with one-shotting Tyranid range warriors and stuff like that, and one-shotting zoanthropes. Really one of the best perks in the game, especially after the buff next patch, but even now, I think this perk just has great synergy with pretty much every sniper rifle. The next perk here is Persistence. When Camo Cloak deactivates, you take 20% less health damage and don't lose control from heavy hits and can't be knocked back for 10 seconds. Like I said before, some of the only no knockback the sniper actually has access to. Any 20% health damage reduction out of Cloak is actually pretty powerful. Final perk is Pattern of Excellence. This perk needs basically no introduction. This is a 30-second Melt-A-Bomb, a Shock Grenade, Crack Grenade, or even Frag. All those are very powerful options, and equipment in Space Marine 2 simply saves games, and having a 30-second cooldown on them is kind of ridiculous, but this perk is just one of the best in the game, and by far the best in this column. Now, for the prestige perks, I do take Emperor's Grace first. When Camo Cloak activates, you become invulnerable to damage for 2 seconds. This invulnerability actually counts as the ultimate form of no knockback. Any attack that is actually going to hit you will just phase through you instead, even ones that would normally knock you over with a no knockback perk active. Just keep that in mind. Really fun to play around with, gives you a ton of utility. And the next perk here, Versatile Precision, we talked about this already. This is the ammo economy enabler for your entire class. Without this, you will simply run out of ammo all the time, so definitely pick this one up. And the final two perks are Conviction for that health damage reduction and Exacting Focus for 20% more range damage for 10 seconds off a gun strike, which triggers all the time, is actually pretty useful. But to be honest, if you want to take Versatility, Indomitable Spirit, or even Material Upgrade, they're all pretty decent, because the Sniper actually has a pretty damn good prestige perk list. And that's pretty much all there is for this build, guys. I'll show you some actual gameplay of this in a sec, but hopefully this helped. Last Fusil is very strong, just like it has been since launch, basically, and next patch will be even better. So hopefully this one helped. If you like content like this, subscribe for more, and here's some gameplay. Bye.
Rolling final cyclones of sediment.
No waste of ammo.
Line cloak activated. Chameleoline cloak ready. I am a has settled. Camouflage charged.
Alright. Oh. That's just annoying, like zero startup.
Tries to ambush us. Camelio line engaged. I warrant we shall find grains in our armor for years. Camelio line cloak ready. Unseen, I stalk my target.
Where's that one throw?
So approach. Strike it down with haste. Stealth ready. The dust storm has settled. Our Camelio line cloak ready.
Alright, well that was a little sus.
Oh, infernal cyclones of sediment. Frag grenade deployed. The dust storm has settled.
I'm writing himself into a book series, pretty much. I mean, would anybody really be surprised if it turned out Henry Cavill plays Titus?
A Xenos stealth beast tries to ambush us. Shock grenade ready. Readying next volley. Stealth ready.
God damn it.
Navigator stood no.
Gilliman knows that Titus has main character energy.
Superior tactics bring
Stonian says, I like that Titus has strong convictions even though he admits that what he is doing is pointless. I mean, dude, it's his duty. He's the captain of the second company.
Munitions here.
What happened to Acheron? We're gonna find out next
Authorization
week.
granted, machines.
We don't know yet. We don't know for sure. I wonder what kind of model they're gonna release for him. Maybe we'll see him in like a dreadnought with like some flavor text. Maybe we'll see him in like an actual battle kit or something like that. Because, you know, they released a whole miniature set for the new Titus model. I think 2026 will be a huge year for Warhammer. Oh, I agree, Big J. I think it's going to be massive. I think when Warhammer Skulls comes out, we're going to see a pretty enormous shift in how Games Workshop is approaching 40K and how they're going to try to push this. I mean, we already saw it here at the World Championship, that they're really pushing towards, like, okay, this is, like, all right, this is the next step in the story. It's going to be Titus. It's going to be the Ultra. We're taking it one step further from Gilliman. And they're really incorporating the video games and the TV shows likely into the major portions of the setting. I think it's great to see.
I am a phantom of death.
Acheron and his red knot, could be true.
Shock grenade deployed. Active camouflage charged. Camelio line engaged. Launch that bow before it calls for reinforcements. Tyrannies have no vibrant tactics. Taking Camelio line. I worry we shall find grains in our armor for years.
I share a link for the funny meme of Gilman and Acheron. Yeah, you can. Sure can. Thanks for asking.
Active camouflage charged. Alien bioform marked. Diggerzinos love crawling beneath. The dust storm has settled. Stealth ready. Their numbers are no match for ours.
What can stop the last Fusil? Truly.
Reloading. Throwing shock grenade. Camelio line cloak ready.
Have you seen the Necron invasion of Ultramar and Lore yet? I'm aware of the others, but heavy Necron attacks I'm not sure on. No, we've not.
More infernal cyclones of sediment. Active camouflage charged.
Let's do that. Ammo easily can stop it. Well, that's why you have versatile precision. Or you keep getting it back. Still prefer Fusil to the Heroic Bolt? I think so. I think it still has better radius and clear. But, I mean, the Heroic Bolt sniper is really good. I have to play more with it, though, once the actual patch goes live. So how did Captain Acheron die? What is going on? We don't know yet. We do not know exactly how he died.
A most impressive cleansing, brothers.
Have I missed the 500 worlds reveal? Yes, you did miss it. I can put it in chat, though. I'm playing as a Loyalist chapter here, Alpha Legion. Loyalist Legion, excuse me. Is it possible Acheron passed his title, his status to Titus out of respect? Probably not. I think he's just fucking dead. Especially given the flavor text that they said there's only one way. There's usually only one way that a title like that gets moved on to another Marine, and they're going to go into that next week, which means they're probably going to show how Captain Acheron died, or at least like a model set for it. Dude, can you stop? What is this shit? Look at this. Like, what the fuck is that?
Stealth ready. The dust storm has settled.
These guys. Anyways. Leandro's called the Inquisition on him, probably. Dude, Leandro's like actually just punched in the air during that reveal.
Readying next volley.
Also, welcome back, Captain Titus. Also, we got the Ancient Gadriel and Veteran Sergeant Matoris. Pretty nice, too. I wonder if Sergeant Matoris is going to be playable in Space Marine 3. I think he will be. I think they're going to have Matoris, Gadriel, and Titus as the squad. Leandro suspiciously absent from the trailer? Yeah, that's because he's like having a crash out in the private.
Munitions here.
Yo, what's good, FTG? What's up, Street? It's possible that Calgar promoted him to his Vitrix guard. Guys, let's be real. This is 40k. This is grimdark. You think Captain Akron had a happy ending?
Path is
Do you guys
clear,
actually think
Detritus.
he had a happy ending? I actually hope that Matoris is playable. His model is fucking awesome. Dude, his armor is awesome. Everything about Sergeant Matoris is just like dripped out. He's definitely the highlight of the secret level episode. Any update on the Tech Marine release? Not really. We just know it's coming in patch 11. Not patch 11, patch 12. So next year. He's a Dreadnought 100%, I'm telling you.
Line cloak active. Line cloak ready. Tyranid might be sighted.
I mean, Captain Akron and Dreadnought will go pretty hard. I have a feeling I'm gonna get a boss spawn up here.
There is a lictor
For this.
sniffing around. Perhaps they seek to choke our rivers with their dead. Our tactical superiority will best their numbers. Stealth
Seeking
ready.
operator. Not found. Resuming search.
Unseen, I stole my target. Concussive ordnance thrown.
That guy over there.
Xenos Viscera is everywhere. Active camouflage charge.
Derailment on track 6. Request servitors to
That zone trope is no more. Line cloak activated.
The Lictor's aura farming. They always kind of do, don't they?
Tyranids have no mind for tactics. Stealth ready. Reloading. They shall not see me.
Should wait for that. Should have waited.
Second wave headed toward us. Line cloak ready. Rearming.
Playing the same map currently, but damn, it is long. I got no relic at this point. Some of the operations go on forever in this game. Isn't Titus also 400 something years old now? I'm not sure about the exact age. That's not really something I was paying attention to be honest. They're having a big ol'. There's gonna be an alpha for it. They'll probably be playing.
Synaptic servants slaughtered.
All right, that's that for that. If there was a new enemy in Space Marine 2 operations, who would you have? I'd pick Orcs because of hilarious death streams like from Space Marine 1. I think we need to just fix up the factions that are in-game currently. I think that's a big thing that needs to happen. Because right now, the factions don't feel super complete, especially Chaos. Like, they feel like they're missing some Extremis and Terminus. Like, only a Carnifex and Neurothrope, new Terminus especially, would change it up a lot, I think. But new Extremis, new Majoris. Tyranids need a new Majoris. What the fuck is this guy doing? Dude, Carnifex is such a dumbass boss in this game.
If a prayer will reignite the charge, then prayers offered. Stims functioning.
Fuck. Game is not like elevation of any kind.
If a prayer will reignite the charge, then prayers offered. Unseen, I struck my target. Line cloak ready.
Safety. The charging system will remain suspended until the power fault is corrected. Please stand by.
If a prayer will reignite the charge, then prayers offered.
No. Dude, what is going on with this boss?
If a prayer will reignite the charge, then prayers offered. Camelio line cloak ready. I am a phantom of death. Reloading. Active camouflage charge.
Safety. The charging system will remain suspended.
Alright, let's just get rid of these guys.
Is corrected. Please stand by.
Or
If a
not.
prayer will reignite the charge, then
Got the ammo.
prayers offered.
Well, that's not what the fire I wanted. Bang, bang.
Stealth
I
ready.
can imagine. I know we just execute him, but we're spun that.
Only twitching Xenos carapaces remain.
Engines here. An emergency maintenance request is awaiting your immediate attention.
The current effects feeling more flamboyant every passing day. I don't know why. I think he just bugs out in elevation in this game. Hello, got a question for anybody here about to pick up the game. Was wondering, are the anniversary editions just for the cosmetics, or does it offer any other things? It's almost all cosmetics, pretty much. I gotta hate those moments where current effects for Nerf are showing up at the end of the stage. I mean, that's the fun. That's where the game is actually fun to play, in my opinion.
Reloading.
Norn Emissary would be a cool boss fight. Dude, we would get fucking mopped by a Norn Emissary. No chance. I saw a Chaos Mon get stuck behind some geometry, and I got stuck when the Helldrake Flames knocked me into a pile of junk. That's average for the Curry mission. Tell me, guys, are you going to play the 500 world stuff at all? Or, like, are you interested in that, like, the actual tabletop?
Engine charge to 75%.
75%.
Dispatcher. The engine is charged and prepared for departure.
Deploy immediately.
Oh, thank God it's over.
On it.
That was actually a pretty fun one. Usually this map can be pretty boring.
Camelio line cloak ready. Their numbers are no match.
I think they gotta make current effects more aggressive or something. They're pretty aggressive when they get enraged.
Dispatcher. The power train is ready to depart.
Bonk.
Bomb is away.
Detonation in 5. Brace for shockwave.
Right, if they added orcs into the game, what terminus could they make for them besides Silicons? I haven't even thought about that at all, to be honest. I doubt they add orcs into this game ever. I doubt we're ever going to add a new faction for this one. Darktide's a pretty good Warhammer game too right now. Oh, it's great. Darktide just needs like some new enemies. That's the big thing. The Plasma Gunner was not that great. People don't like that one too much. But overall, it's in a great spot. As far as like balancing goes at the moment. Here we go. That was a fun one.